Hello, what's up, and what's happening? Welcome to the Dolphins franchise, and today we're going to be taking on the Bucs, and this could be a Super Bowl preview. NFL Power Rankings. Skins are on top, we're second, the Bucs are third, and this again is the NFL Power Rankings. So we're the best team in the AFC, but the Bucs, they might be the best team in the NFC. Right now it goes to Washington, but if the Bucs beat us and Washington stumbles, then who knows? Those things might flip. Peyton Hillis wearing that number 40. He looks good wearing that 40. He's ran for over 1,150 yards rushing, averaging just under 100 yards per contest. Vincent Jackson, the late great, he is leading their team in receptions and in receiving yards. You also have Mike Williams, the late great. You also have Doug Martin, the late great. Hate to say it, but these are the way that things have played out in their lives. Anyways, Knicks is the Pancake King with 14. They also have Penn with 14 pancakes. Robinson just surrendered 5 sacks. Foster at middle linebacker, 81 tackles. 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack for him. The most sacks goes to Claiborne, McCoy, and Cedric Ellis, the ex-New Orleans Saint. Most interceptions goes to Foster, then Talib, and Knight with 2 apiece. Foster, the man in the middle, gotta watch out for him. So in the battle of the state of Florida, the Sunshine State, will it be us walking away victorious, or will it be the Bucs walking away victorious in what could be a preview of the big game later on in February? It will be us kicking the ball off first. It will be the Bucs receiving it. White is ready to go, and we're going to send this one deep. And this football game is underway. They're going to receive this one in their own end zone. They decide to bring it out to the 20. Matthews is there for the stop at the 25-yard line, and here comes Big Justin. The second-year quarterback out of Penn State, Justin scores 2,534 yards passing, completing just above 55% of his passes. So they run the ball with Peyton Hillis. In real life, Peyton Hillis did play for the Bucs. I believe that the Bucs were his last stop, but he was wearing 33, not number 40. But in this, he's big number 40, and you can't help but think of Mike Allstott. Second down and 7, offset alley. They're going to toss it to Peyton Hillis. Breaks the tackle, but won't get away. That's Keon Wilson. He's in because we moved Massey to Carlos Dansby's spot. Dansby is out, so it's going to be Massey is going to be not Massey by himself out there, but Massey, Ray, and then Wilson, along with Thomas at the outside linebacker spot. Third down and 8, they're going to find Peyton Hillis, and the former Brown takes it upfield for a gain of 16 and a first down. Our formation. Pass course looking downfield, going to launch this one deep. Looking for Vincent Jackson, and that pass will fall incomplete. From the 43-yard line, second down and 10, pass course, going to throw this one over the middle, caught by Hillis. Hillis going backwards, but he's still on his feet. Breaks a couple of tackles and falls forward for a gain of around 4. So third down, 6 yards to go from the 47. They run the ball with Peyton Hillis, and he picks up 2, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. And here comes Drew Brees for the first time today. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,177 yards passing, completing 63% of his passes. First down and 10, we run the ball with Reggie Bush. He gets brought down by Foster, who leads his team in tackles. That's tackle number 82 this year for him. Now we throw it over the middle, going to be caught by Goodwin. Sets up third down and 1. And on third and 1, we're going to go to the air. Breeze throws it over the middle, caught by Des Bryant. They left them all alone, and that's an easy pickup of 15 yards. And the fresh set of downs for Miami. Out of the gun, quick pass back to Des Bryant. Brought down by Mark Barron. And it's a first down with a gain of 13. Draw play to Bush, and Bush gets loose for a gain of 5. So our offense is looking pretty good. Second down and 5. Drew Brees has it. Fires it. Picked off by Knight. And Knight is looking to say good night as he's going to take this one right up the numbers to the crib for a pick 6. Now, if you remember the way that the Jets game ended, we had the ball in overtime, we turned it over. We got to stop versus the Jets. We had the ball in overtime again, and then we turned it over. So the last 3 possessions of real time have been turnovers by this Dolphins offense. So a pick 6 is going to give the Bucs a 7-point lead. We're going to run the ball with Lamar Miller. He has speed, showing it off there, and Barron has a hit stick. And Mark Barron lays the lumber at the 35-yard line. We're going to run the ball here. Miller has nowhere to go. Swift is there for the tackle. Breeze gives the ball to Miller again. This time Wright is there for the stop. So 3rd down and 9 from the 37. Breeze looking over the middle. It's going to be caught by Orville Hobby. That's a gain of 14. And we're right at midfield. 1st down and 10. Breeze going to the air again. Over the middle, going to find Reggie Wayne. He gets popped. The ball is loose. Barron recovers it. And that is our last 4 possessions. Have all ended in turnovers. This is another fumble off of another big hit. So the Bucs are up by 7. They're going to run the ball with Peyton Hillis trying to lean on this defense. And they pick up a gain of 3 brought down by Chung. 2nd down and 7. Peyton Hillis trying to get away, but Massey is all over that. And he backs them up to 3rd down and 9. They're going to empty out the backfield. Pass core is going to let this thing go, and that pass is well overthrown. It was intended for Vincent Jackson, and we're going to take over. From the 37-yard line, Reggie Bush trying to get loose. He's going to get brought down at the 23. 1st down and 10 with $1:50 to go here in the 1st quarter. We find Reggie Wayne. Drew Brees is 6 of 7, and that one incompletion was an interception, so none of his passes have hit the ground so far as Miller picks up a 1st down there. 1st down and 10 from the 33. We're going to run the ball, and Bush going nowhere fast. Just a pickup of 2. Gerald McCoy with the stop, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter of play. We find ourselves down by 7. So we have the ball at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 8, throwing it over the middle, caught by Des Bryant. Again, they leave him wide open. That play might be able to work time and time again. 3rd down and 3. Breeze fires it. Dropped by Orville Hobby. And after a decent drive, we got to send this one away, and the Bucs will take over from their own 20. Peyton Hillis, the workhorse so far, gets loose. His best run of the afternoon, and he takes it upfield for a pickup of 25 yards. As they go to the 45-yard line from the 20. That one's going to be caught by Mike Williams. And Mike Williams, who self-proclaimed himself as the real Mike Williams, picks up a gain of around 31 in the 1st down. There have been a lot of Mike Williams in the NFL and a lot playing receiver. Jackson makes the catch, and that ball is going to matriculate down to the 7-yard line. His 2nd catch of the game so far. 1st and goal. They run the ball with Peyton Hillis. Paul Soliai is like, no, you got to run the ball a different way. 2nd and goal. They get the ball to Peyton Hillis again, and Starks is like, let me get on the action. You got to go the other way. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. We send a blitz. We get a hit on the quarterback. But they find Hillis. And Hillis walks into the end zone. The blitz left somebody open. And it was a guy wearing number 40. And he is a tough man to bring down. It was a big hit by Thomas on the quarterback. But Justin Pascours is going to have a touchdown. So we haven't been down this much this season all too often. As we're down by 14 and to find Reggie Bush on 3rd and 8. That's a big catch in the 1st down, gain of 20. 3rd down again. We need 8 yards again. Going to find Reggie Wayne. We still trust him. He hangs onto the ball this time, and it's a 1st down. Drew Brees looking. Drew Brees going to throw it. Caught by Bush on the run, and he picks up a gain of 12 and another 1st down. So we're moving the ball well on this drive. Going to run the ball with Miller. Miller gets popped. There's a flag down, and it's going to be holding. And it's the all too familiar 1st down and 13. Firing the left side, caught by Pierre. A great catch by Gerald Pierre, but the Bucs are like, he did not catch that thing in bounds. And we're going to check out the replay. He definitely had a secure grip on the football, and he definitely played toe tap Tony along the sidelines. So the Bucs are going to lose a timeout, and they're going to lose a challenge. And we have ourselves a 1st down right at the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10. Breeze going back to Pierre. Pierre makes the catch, and again, he taps the toes down inbounds. But this one won't be a 1st down. It will be a touchdown. And Drew Brees and Pierre put us on the scoreboard for the first time today. McCoy was there to lay the lumber on Breeze. But Breeze still puts the ball on the money. Right to Pierre off of that corner route. So we're down by 7 now. Marzion makes the catch right there. 3rd down and inches from the 30-yard line. Pascours looking downfield, going to launch this one deep, and it's going to be broken up by Kason, and we force a 3 and out. Reggie Bush from the 30. Reggie Bush breaks a tackle, and then he gets upended at the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. Breeze throws it over the middle, caught by Des Bryant. makes the catch the same time the football arrives. Breeze throws us one on 3rd and 2. An easy passing catch, but we can't connect the dots, and the Bucs force a 3 and out. So their offense back on the field, and they're going to find Hillis with a quick pass on 2nd down and 7. Takes it from the 23 all the way to the 39-yard line. They spread things out. 37 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Looking downfield, pass course. Pass is going to be incomplete, and we do get a stop. We do have all 3 timeouts. Bush from his own 19 breaks a tackle, turns on the Jets, crosses the 40, and takes it to the 44-yard line. 22 seconds on the clock. It's 2nd down and 10. Drew Brees has it. Drew Brees is going down. Got smacked from behind. It was airs off the edge. And that is going to back us up to around the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 17. Brees under pressure. And it's Knight. Has a pick 6. And now he gets a sack. We're going to punt this one away, and that is going to do it for the first half of play. The Bucs defense has played lights out so far this one. They got a pick 6. They've harassed our quarterback. They've held us to this 37 yards rushing. And, more importantly, they have the lead. So 3rd quarter action now. We got the ball from our own 17-yard line. Reggie Bush gets a carry. Reggie Bush turns the corner. Reggie Bush has a first down with a gain of 17 in his back pocket. Get the ball to Reggie Bush here again. And he's going to get tackled down from behind by Nolan, who's already forced a turnover in this one with the big hit and the forced fumble. We're going to throw it to Reggie Wayne, quick in the flat. Turns a short gain into a first down. 2nd down and 4. Breeze steps up. Breeze going to run it. Slides down right at the marker. Gain of 6 and another Miami first down. Breeze under pressure. Running for his life. Loses the ball. Long picks it up. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to take it to the 49. So it's a loss of 5. Could have been a loss of around 15. 2nd down and 15. We throw it. Caught by Wayne. That's a big pass. And Wayne has 5 catches for 53 yards. Breeze, 203 yards passing, but that 1 interception. Breeze fires it. Going to find Pierre again, one of his best games of the season. 3 catches for 49 yards, and that will give us another first down. Drew Brees. Quick pass. Dez Bryant makes the catch. Dez Bryant has reservations for 6. Touchdown Miami. And this football game is all tied up at 14 apiece. Our defense has played pretty well as they return this one up to the 26-yard line. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 3. They get the ball to Peyton Hillis, and Peyton Hillis going nowhere fast. So 3rd down and 2, like I said, our defense is playing pretty well today. And they keep that going as Cameron Wake gets tackle number 2 and we force a 3 and out. 2nd down and 10 from the 20. Going to fire it to Wood in the flat, and our big fullback is put down after a gain of 5. 3rd down and 5. Going to find Dez on another slant route. Going into the teeth of the defense where there's some big hitters. But he hangs on to the football. Now Taiwan Jones, his first carry of the season, nets us 10. Going back to the former Raider, has all kinds of speed, and picks up a gain of 6 there. Now Lamar Miller's in the backfield, and he gets loose, and he's going to turn the corner. And Lamar Miller takes it to the 19-yard line. 7 carries, 53 yards for the former Miami Hurricane. We get this one to Dez Bryant. He gets spun around, but his 8th catch gives us a first down. 1st and goal, Reggie Bush crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Dolphins. And for the first time today, we have the lead. Could be the last play of the 3rd quarter. They get the ball to Peyton Hillis. Breaks a tackle. Picks up a block from Mike Williams. And Hillis is loose. Matthews. No, that's Sanks giving chase. And Sanks won't catch him. And Peyton Hillis is going to score before the quarter is up. And that's going to tie this thing up at 21 all. So a huge run by the guy that everybody thinks is Mike Allstott. And he's wearing that 40 number well. So 21-21 as we take over from the 25. Going to get this one to Taiwan Jones again. And again, he picks up decent yards. He's a deep back here in the eye. We go up the gut with him, falls forward. And that's going to be not a first down. He crossed that orange line, but it wasn't a first down. I thought it was. So we passed it on 4th and inches because I thought he got a first down. He clearly did to me. So 4th and inches, I was emotional. We're going to go for it, and it's going to work out. Lamar Miller with fresh legs turns on the Jets and waves bye-bye to everybody. A huge touchdown for him. We just re-signed him to a 2-year deal, and this is why. He makes big plays after big plays after big plays, and we're up by 7. 11:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Peyton Hillis breaks a tackle, but he won't get away. The ball is loose. Fasano picks it up, and he's loose. And Fasano takes it to the 41, and, we're going to challenge that thing, and we're hoping that Peyton Hillis was down. Now, unfortunately, they show Fasano running on the ball. That's not what we're challenging. We're challenging this right here, and if you look closely, you will see that he was down. So 2nd down and 11 from the 19-yard line as the challenge was successful, and we still have all 3 timeouts. Draw play to Hillis, and he's loose yet again. He breaks a tackle as the Bucs continue to pound that rock. 16 carries, a $123, and a long of 79. 3rd down and inches from the 30-yard line. Toss play to Peyton Hillis, trying to force him back inside. We do so, but he's still able to pick up 7 and a 1st down. From the 37, 1st down and 10, where they keep running the football. They will. Hillis going to get brought down by Wake and Massey. And now it's 2nd down and 10. They're going to go to the air. And that pass sails out of bounds. And now it's 3rd down, 10 yards to go from the 37-yard line. Pass scorer is going to let this one go deep. And it's picked off. Kason with the pick. And that might be the biggest play of the game so far. They gave him time. He took a shot, but that shot did not pay off for the Bucs, but it pays huge dividends for us. 1st and 10 from the 30. We take over. We're going to get that thing to Miller. Miller, running hard, gets brought down by Nolan, but 10 carries, a $122. 2nd down and 4. Give it to Miller, trying to turn the corner, and Talib was like, you're going nowhere fast. Loss on that play. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Can we connect the dots here? Going to throw it to Wayne right at the marker. He fumbles it. Knight recovers it. Knight to the 35 to the 30. Knight inside the 20. Gets bounced around and then bounced out of bounds by Pierre, and Reggie Wayne can't hang on to the rock. And now the Bucs have it inside the red zone. From the 16, Hillis with a huge lane to run through, and takes it to the 5-yard line, a gain of 11. 1st and goal. They're going to throw this one out the back of the end zone. So from the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Toss play. Doug Martin trying to get into the end zone, and Doug Martin, the freshest man on the field. He was not used at all in the first half, not at all used until now. And he's going to walk into the end zone with an easy touchdown untouched. So this football game is tied at 28 apiece again. Or 28 apiece, it's tied again. Orville Hobby takes it up to the 26-yard line with 6:37 to go here. We will love it. This is the last drive of the ball game. Going to find Des Bryant. He's going to pick up close to 10 yards in the 1st down. 9 receptions, a $117. Miller gets the carry, good blocking. And we find ourselves in Bucs territory. From the 49, Reggie Bush brought down just shy of the marker. McCoy with the stop. Get the ball to Bush again, and this time he would not be denied that 1st down. Reggie Bush gets the carry one more time. Gets slowed up, but now he's loose, and he will have another 1st down. So under 3:20 to go here in the 4th. We're going to run the ball with Miller, and that Bucs defense, they stand tall. They get the stop with Black. We run the ball with Miller. Ellis is there for the stop. 2 minutes on the clock. It's 3rd down and 9. Looking over the middle for Reggie Bush, who makes the catch. And that will be a 1st down. And the Bucs are going to hold on to their timeouts for now. We're going to snap it with 1:27 on the clock. And Bush gets brought down after a 5-yard pickup. The Bucs burn their first timeout. They're going to burn another one here as we get back to line of scrimmage. No more. 3rd down and 5. We throw it quickly to Des Bryant. It was tight coverage, but the Bucs couldn't do nothing with it. All they can do now is wait for us to line up a field goal and knock it home, and that is exactly what we do. So the Buccaneers, they come to town, and we send them back to Tampa with an L. And maybe Washington is the best team, and maybe we are the 2nd best team, and maybe it will be another Miami-Washington Super Bowl like it was, I believe, wasn't it back-to-back years it was Washington and Miami? I know they played twice in the Super Bowl. But hey, I know it is what it is. Not a big deal. All I do know is that Drew Brees bounced back after that early pick. Peyton Hillis was a man amongst boys. Lamar Miller was a giant today. 13 carries, a buck 26. Doug Martin got into the end zone. Receiving, Des Bryant put on a show. 10 receptions for a buck 24 and a touchdown. Reggie Wayne, 6 for 63. Reggie Bush might not be used as a runner as much as he was in the past, but he's still a vital weapon in the return game, in the receiving game, and of course, he still gets his carries. Pancakes, Robinson, Nix, and then of course Penn, and then sacks given up goes to our squad with Pouncey and Long. Mason Foster, he leads his team in tackles, leads the game in tackles with 9, followed by Nolan and then Wright, who had that pick 6. Tackles for loss, it goes to Ayers and it goes to Foster on top. Sacks, Ayers, and Knight with sacks. And again, he also had the lone interception. No, excuse me, Kason also had a pick, but Knight went all the way to the crib. Next matchup, we're going to be taking on those New England Patriots, who are 6-7. We come in with a record of 10-3. Tom Brady, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions so far this season. And of course, their leading rusher is Jordan Williams, rookie out of Virginia Tech, top 10 pick in this past year's draft, over 1,300 yards rushing. Felix Jones backing him up with over 500 yards rushing. Wes Welker, 704 yards, but Roddy White with 818. Gronkowski, third highest receiving yards on the team. New England's offensive line has done a pretty good job protecting Tom Brady. You keep that man upright and you're going to be in more games than you're not, although we saw that the Patriots are 6-7. We're going to see what they can do versus us. Taking a look at that defense now. Brendan Spikes, 88 tackles, 3 TFLs, also has 3 sacks. Vince Wilfork with 8 TFLs, 6 sacks. And then Sheard with 7 sacks to lead the Patriots defense. Interceptions, the most goes to Quentin Carter. I believe he's a former Pittsburgh Steeler. Looking at some news around the league, Knight is their NFC Player of the Week, had that pick 6. Also, I believe had a fumble recovery in our game, but we did get the win. Darren McFadden is the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, representing those Green Bay Packers. Now, Kenny Britt is your AFC Offensive Player of the Week, representing those Tennessee Titans. Moving on to some other news, Adrian Peterson has 105 rushing touchdowns, puts him 7th on the all-time touchdown list. Congratulations to him. And Brandon Marshall ended up signing an extension to stay in Chicago with the Bears. It is the Pats. It is Miami. One of these teams is on top of the East. It used to be Mr. Dimple Chin himself, Tom Brady and the Patriots, but now it's us with Drew Brees. A little Purdue, a little bit of Michigan rivalry renewed. It's going to be Jones from his own end zone. The Patriots get the football first as he takes it to the 26-yard line, and here comes Tom Brady. 2,873 yards passing, completed 58% of his passes. We're going to have to get some pressure on him or hopefully play some tight coverage on these receivers. They run the ball with Williams. He's going to lose 2 as Thomas snipes in there for the tackle. It's nice having Wilson and Ashley and Thomas as backup linebackers. They can come in and rotate as we nurse Dansby's injury. They're going to run the ball with Williams, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Tom Brady has it, has time. Going to launch this one deep, double coverage, and that pass is broken up by the ex-Patriot in Chung. So that is going to do it for the Patriots' opening drive. Reggie Bush going to receive the punt inside the 20. Takes it up to the 25 and then dropped at the 30-yard line. And here comes Drew Brees and our offense looking to get off to a hot start. We've turned the ball over a little bit too much these last 2 ball games. We're going to run the ball, Reggie Bush, and he coughs it up right on cue. The ball is loose. Mayo recovers it. And Miami can't seem to hang on to the ball with any consistency. From the 42-yard line, they run the ball with Williams. Williams breaks a tackle. And the rookie from Virginia is loose. Gets away one more time, and he's going to get dropped at the 5-yard line. Our starting right tackle was blocking for him last year in college. Nobody's blocking for Brady this time as Keon Wilson gets in there for the fumble recovery. It was Ray, our rookie outside linebacker, that forced the fumble off of the blitz, and we take over. Both teams exchange turnovers. Reggie Bush We trust you to hang on to the football. He does so right there for a first down. We hand the ball with him again. Mayo lays the lumber. And now it's 2nd down and 8. We're going to run the ball with Miller. Miller trying to get loose. Nowhere to run that time. And now we're looking at 3rd down and 7 as we spread things out. Drew Brees goes over the middle to Orville Hobby, who can't make the catch. You got to make that one. That extends the drive. Instead, we got to punt this one away and New England takes over. They run the ball. Jones with the stop after a pickup before for Williams. Full house backfield. Brady dropping back. Can he find somebody open? No, he's going to run out of time. Randy Starks with the sack. And I think you got to give credit to the secondary for that one. 3rd down and 14. 6:38 to go here in the first quarter. Brady with time. Throwing it left side. Tight coverage. And it falls incomplete. It was intended for Wes Welker. So Reggie Bush from his own 14. Up to the 25, trying to make something happen. But gets chased down at the 27-yard line, and that's what we'll take over. Breeze out of the gun. Throws this one over the middle. Caught by Pierre. A little drag route by him, but he turns upfield for a gain of 11. Nice run after the catch by him. We throw the ball to Goodwin. His first catch goes for 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 from the 46-yard line. Left side, and that pass is picked off by Murphy. Another turnover by this Miami offense. That was just a horrible read. Yours truly got confused, and we're going to pay for that confusion. Breeze had a clean pocket, had all day to look over the field, but instead we put the ball in the harm's way, and Jerome Murphy will walk away with the INT. 1st down and 10 for Brady. Has a man open in the flat. That's Williams. He got away from one tackler and then brought down after a gain of 5. Vontae Davis with the stop. 5 yards are needed here on 2nd down to move the chains. They're going to find Wes Welker, and he takes it all the way upfield for a gain of 15 as they take it inside the red zone. Brady going to set up a screen pass with Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams, nice run after the catch for a gain of 8. And now it's 2nd down and 2 from the 12-yard line. Brady, again, all day. They throw it to the back of the end zone, tight coverage, and that pass will be incomplete. They're going to run the ball. Jordan Williams is loose. And on 3rd and 2, number 32 takes it all the way to the house, and the Patriots strike first. Orville Hobby, 5 yards deep in his own end zone, gets some good blocking. And he's going to take it past the 20, all the way to our own 30-yard line. 2nd down and 9. We're going to run the ball here with Miller. Miller trying to turn the corner. He does turn the corner, breaks one tackle, and now we're looking at 3rd down and 5. Reggie Bush is the tailback. Out of the gun formation, he goes into the flat. We throw it over the middle, spikes, gets a hand on it, and our drive goes to a screeching stop as we go 3 and out again. They run the ball. Henderson with the stop. 2nd down and 8. They go with a play fake. Brady has it over the middle. Going to find Roddy White. Gets away 1 time. Gets away 2 times. Gets away again. Still on his feet inside the 30. And that's a big play. A gain of 42 on that one. They run the ball with Williams. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Finally brought down after a pickup of 6 yards. And that will do it for the first quarter. The Patriots are driving up by 7. So 3rd down and 2. They're going to run the ball here. And Williams trying to get loose, and he does. Just enough to get the first down. Robinson with the stop. We're gassed on defense already. Zardiva's been on the field all day long. They finally get a break because they give up another touchdown. We've had backup D linemen out there, backup secondary members out there. And we're down by 14, hoping that our offense can get something going to get us back in this ball game. From the 30-yard line now, after we connect the dots with Reggie Bush. We go over the middle, caught by Pierre, and Pierre picks up a first down. Gain of 18 there. 2nd down and 8. Breeze to the flat. Going to find Bush yet again. To the 40. Bush breaks a tackle. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 at the 21. Breeze looking for Dez Bryant, who hauls it in. And Dez Bryant takes this one to the 10-yard line. His first catch. And it's a gain of around 12 yards. 2nd down and goal. We get the ball to Bush, who breaks a tackle, but he goes nowhere fast. Spikes with tackle number 6 in the TFL. 3rd and goal. Breeze under pressure. Breeze fires it to Wayne, and Wayne will cross the goal line. It was tight coverage across the board. The pass rush was getting closer and closer to Breeze, but somehow he maneuvers through traffic inside the pocket, finds Wayne, and we're on the scoreboard first. For the first time today we are, as we cut the lead down in half. So we're down by 7, and there goes Jordan Williams again. the rookie from Virginia, is just gashing us. 3rd down and 7. They give it to him here. And although he is having a big game, I would have trusted TB12. Instead, on 3rd down, they don't get it, and they have to punt us the football. We're going to find Goodwin for the 2nd time today. Pick up 7 yards there. 2nd down and 3. Over the middle. Bryant wide open. And Bryant, with a nice juke move, gets it up to the 44-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards ago, we found Pierre. Is that going to be a 1st down? Not quite. And now it's 3rd down in inches. Breeze surveys the field, going to Reggie Bush, and it's nearly picked off. Spike's got his hands on it. So 4th and inches, we're going to go for it, and Lamar Miller is loose. And just like when we went for it on 4th and inches versus the Bucs, he takes it all the way home. He has reservations for 6, and this football game is going to be all tied up at 14 apiece. So the Patriots take over in the 14-14 ball game. Gronkowski makes the catch, brought down by Massey, and that's going to be a first down. And this is, I believe, the tightest game between the Pats and the Dolphins so far this series. And obviously, we're here towards the end of season number 4. 3rd down and 1. Brady with time. Brady has a man open. It's going to be caught by Wes Welker in bounds, and it's a 1st down as they take it to the Miami 39. Now they're at the Miami 29, 2nd down and 1. Brady launching it deep, and that pass broken up, nearly picked off by K-Sun. That would have been a huge play. Instead, the Patriots still have life. Brady fires the left side, and it's going to be caught by Welker, and again he gets both feet in bounds, a gain of 19. 3rd and goal from the 10. Brady looking. Brady throwing it, and it's going to fall incomplete, but pass interference on Jones. So 1st down and goal from the 2, and we get another sack. A huge pass rush off of the edge. It's Ray, our rookie linebacker from New Mexico. 2nd down and goal. Brady under pressure again, and Brady going down. And this time it's Keon Wilson with the sack on Brady. The Pats will have to settle for a field goal. That is not the way they wanted their first half to end. We don't want to be down, but we'll take being down by 3 than down by 7. So 17-14 is the score. They are out rushing us 101-79, but we're out passing them $144 to $125. And we get the football first here, and we're going to go to the air as we drop it off to Reggie Bush, and Bush will pick up a gain of 7. We're going to run the ball with Bush here, and he looks to have enough for a 1st down, and it will be a 1st down brought down by Mayo. But now it's 3rd down and 3. Quick pass caught by Goodwin. And Goodwin, whose role has kind of diminished, is still a very good tight end in this offense for us as we pick up a 1st down. Lamar Miller, his role has increased, and for good measure. 5 carries, 62 yards so far. Picks up a gain of 7 last time. Picks up a lot more this time. Hits the sideline with speed. Brought down from behind. 6 carries for $105. 3rd and goal from the 1. Give it to Mark Wood, our fullback. Get your fullbacks involved. And the former Colorado running back would take it to the crib right up the gut. Anapolsky was leading the way as we went dual fullback out there. And that's why you keep fullbacks on your roster. A little power football. 2nd down and 10. They find Gronkowski. And this 3rd catch will give the Patriots a 1st down. Brady 167 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down and 7. Toss play to Williams. Williams going nowhere. So we turn 2nd down and 7 to 3rd down and 8. And on 3rd and 8, Brady drops back. And on 3rd and 8, he has all day in the pocket but can't find anybody open. Now he finds Cornell. Nice run after the catch. And the 1st down, move those chains to the 15-yard line he goes. So from midfield, Brady, little screen pass to Williams. Got a block, breaks a tackle. Loose down the sideline. And he's forced out of bounds by Starks. Good hustle by a D tackle. But that's a big play for Brady and the Pats. 3rd and 1, we send a blitz. Quick pass to Gronkowski, and the hit knocks the football loose. They got to settle for 3. Kick is up, kick is good, and we maintain our lead. So a 1-point lead for the Dolphins with 3:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Miller, loose, weaving through traffic, and it's a 1st down. We get the ball to Bush, he gets popped, and the ball is loose. It was Spikes who laid the lumber and sheared with the scoop, and it will be a score. The Patriots defense makes the play of the game so far. We were marching downfield. We gave the ball to our reliable veteran running back who got popped, and they turn the fumble into a touchdown. They throw it to the flat to Hardesty, the former Brown, and these former Browns running backs getting the best of us today. So we're up by 7, or down by 7. There's a flag on the play as we bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be holding on this, so we start from the 9-yard line. 1st and 10. We get the ball to Reggie Bush because we trust you, Reggie. And Reggie gets brought down, but has a first down in his back pocket, brought down by Cross. 3rd down and 10. Over the middle, we find Dez Bryant. And that's a catch for him. 4 catches, 58 yards, but kind of a quiet afternoon. We run the ball with Jones, and Tywan Jones will end the 3rd quarter with a run that sets up 3rd down and 3 for us to start the 4th. So down by 7 would be nice to score on this drive. 3rd down and 3, we throw it into a crowd. It was really just Murphy out there. He already has a pick, and he has a batted ball there. So we punt it away, and the ball's going to sit inside the 5, and we down it at the 1. Maybe closer to the 2, but they're going to mark it at the 1. Williams up the gut. There's a flag down, and now they were closer to the 2. They're definitely going to be closer to the goal line. So 1st down and 11. They run the ball with Williams, almost a safety, as Jones gets the stop. 2nd down 11 now. Welker in motion. They run the ball with Williams, and he's able to move upfield for a decent gain. So 3rd down and 6. Brady has it. Brady throws it over the middle. Alexander makes the catch. The Patriots have breathing room, and this drive has life. Williams breaks the tackle, still on his feet, fighting for every yard as he's up over 122 yards rushing. 2nd down and 5, over the middle, caught by Welker. Jones is there for the stop, and another 1st down for New England. Welker 4 for 61. So from the 30, it's 1st down and 15 after a penalty. Brady throwing it, and Brady's pass is incomplete as it sails out of bounds. They run the ball with Williams. Williams trying to get loose, gets away from Matthews, gets away from Kason, and then Paul Soliai saves even more damage. But they're inside our territory up to the 49-yard line, and they're running the ball with power with Williams. Got away from Henderson and picks up 5 more. Williams with the carry here. Gets away from Chung. Massey is there for the stop, but they do pick up the 1st down just barely. Williams breaking tackles and falling forward. Henderson will get credit with the stop that time, but it's a pickup of 6 yards. Now they throw it downfield. Roddy White gets away one more time, and the Patriots are up by 14 late in the 4th quarter. And we definitely have not been in a situation like this too often, as Orville Hobby is going to take it up to the 30-yard line. Decent kick return there. So 6-11 down by 14, Drew Brees. Let's see what you're working with. Pierre makes the catch right there, and that's 5 catches for 67 in the 1st down. 1st down and 10. Reggie Bush on a little screen pass, got blockers, and he got speed. To the 30, cuts it back at the 25, and brought down at Murphy at the 23-yard line. Gonna go over the middle. Gonna find Dez Bryant, who coughs it up, but Pouncey pounces on the football. A gain of 7 there, sets up 2nd down and 3. Breeze firing it to Reggie Wayne, and Reggie Wayne picks up 2. We needed 3. So 3rd down and 1, we need this one. And Breeze going to the end zone. Pierre has a step, and the Dolphins have a touchdown. Harden was in coverage, but his coverage was not very good as Pierre ran that corner out like he did last week versus the Bucs for a touchdown. And he does so here for a touchdown. And now it's up to our defense to get the ball back for our offense with 3:33 on the clock. They run the ball. We try to undercut Williams, but he's loose. And Williams to the 40. And they're already in field goal range, possibly up to the 37-yard line in Miami territory. They're going to go to the air. Brady under pressure, and it's Massey with a big sack there. So that's exactly what we needed from our starting middle linebacker in for Dansby. 2nd down and 16. Brady under pressure again, throws it away. That's going to stop the clock. So we have all 3 timeouts, and we have the 2-minute warning. There's 2:36 on the clock. Brady throwing it, and Gronkowski gets open for a 1st down. So 2 minutes on the clock from the 25. Williams gets the carry, gets away from Massey. And Williams, power running, gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. We burn a timeout. We have 2 left from the 17-yard line. Tom Brady can go to the air. And Tom Brady throwing it, and it's caught by White. He audible to a pass play, and it worked out. From the 47, that pass incomplete. Don't understand why they passed it there. So we still have a timeout, and now Chung gets the sack. We're going to burn our last timeout there. Chung was just lined up over the center, beat everybody with the speed to the quarterback, and now the Pats third down and goal, going to run it here. And Jones is able to slow up Williams, and the rest of the guys bring him down. But without a timeout, we can't stop the clock, so they're going to milk the clock all the way down to about 55 seconds left as they knock home the field goal. So we're down by 10 with 55 seconds and no timeouts. Hobby gets a block by Bush, got a block by Mark Wood, and Orville Hobby is loose. They're giving chase. They can't catch him, and he's going to take it all the way home. Huge play by Orville Hobby. Under a minute left, and he put the Fins on his back. And because of his efforts, we are one onside kick away from having true life and true hope, because I believe with Drew Brees' right arm, we should be able to get in field goal range. So the kick by White is so important, and it's loose, but we can't recover it, and that is going to do it. So for one of the few times we lose in the AFC East, that hasn't happened all too often in this series. Even going back to season number 1, Tom Brady and the Patriots have kind of struggled this whole series. That's been good for us as far as winning the division. But they came out and they showed that they are still a mighty football team with Marvin Lewis as their head coach. Tom Brady, 302 yards passing, definitely his highest total versus us. 2 touchdowns, no picks, completed 18 passes, and he absolutely balled out. 18 of 32. Brees was 22 of 33. Jordan Williams has been the difference for them. 212 yards. He has been a great rookie draft pick by them. We thought that he could be good in a little draft preview that we did back in the day during the offseason for season number 4. And now late in season number 4, he's giving the Patriots some life as they are now 7-7. And if they win out, they give themselves a chance at the postseason. Brandon Spikes, 10 tackles, also had a forced fumble. He was all over the field. Ray with a couple of sacks, Massey with a sack. We got after Brady. 5 sacks as a team. So we definitely got after Tom Brady, but it's going to be not all that we needed. We needed some more to beat the Pats today. Next week, going to be taking on those Pittsburgh Steelers who are 9-5. This could be the battle of the 2 best teams in the AFC, although the Raiders are playing well as of right now. I got to check their record to see what happened this past week. We're going to have Week 16 and Week 17 on our next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, peace, love. That's us.